Pivot YouTube and YouTube Comrades alike. Team Nozar here. It's currently April 1st, and normally I try to stay away from all the political stuff and all the everything that just goes on in the internet, but April's kind of a month that hits home. For those who don't know, it's National Autism Awareness Month, and it really it hits home. For those of you who don't know, I am actually autistic. Now, most people, when you say autistic, you think people who are completely disabled and can't function in day-to-day society, but that's not true. At the age of 10, I was diagnosed with I'm a high-functioning Asperger's. I'm going to have a link in the description down below for you guys to learn about autism and Asperger's as well. But yes, I do have Asperger's, and it is hard for me socially. I do a lot of things that aren't socially approved. I say things, and it's hard. It really is. Especially at work. You guys hear me all the time complaining about work or saying how I've had a bad day because of work, things like that, and I don't mean to say that. I mean, that's private information that I shouldn't even say, period. But it does come out, and the truth of the matter is, it is hard for me. It's hard for anyone who has Asperger, even if it's a high-functioning Asperger's or high-functioning autistic person. It's difficult for us. It really is. And this whole month, I want to dedicate all my games, all my videos, to those who have Asperger's or autism or any type of autistic. I wouldn't say that it's bad to have autism. I met a little girl today, actually. I was having dinner with my wife, and a couple came in, and Crystal, my wife, she's a gamer. I know I just said her real name, but oh well. She works at a deli here in my small town, and they set up a Christmas tree. Now, me being me, it's like, it's not Christmas. So I asked the manager what was with the Christmas tree, and they said, well, the blue lights on it, it's for Autism Awareness Month. And that kind of made me feel weird. I'm gonna be honest. My whole time living in this town, living in anywhere I've lived, I've never actually even heard of Autism Awareness Month until now, and I really want to be a big part of that, to kind of let people know what autism is and how it actually affects a person, because it's affected me a lot. It's made it really difficult to get along with people. School was very difficult for me. I was kind of the outcast because of it. And I had no social life. My whole life, even to this day, I think I only have like 10 to 15 friends, actual friends, that I can sit there and say that they are my friends, and they understand me. They kind of overlook to them, probably the strange behaviors that I have, but to me, it's normal. It's every day. On top of the autistic side, the Asperger side of myself, I also have OCD real bad, which kind of makes things difficult. I know. With I'm getting a little teary-eyed. I accept everything about myself. I'm not exactly the most brightest person in the world, even if I am intelligent. I'm not exactly the nicest person in the world. Could be because of my Asperger's. That could also just be the way I was raised. But this is the first time I've ever publicly announced that I've got Asperger's. And it's a big step for me, I think, because normally I hide it. Normally I don't talk about it. It's kind of one of those things that I just don't say nothing to anybody. A lot of my close friends do know that I have Asperger's. I've told them in conversations, and it's hard. It really is. If someone stubs their toe and it's bleeding because they just broke their toe or something, I don't feel anything. A good prime example for it is when my grandfather passed away. Out of everyone in my family, my grandfather and me, we were very close. I'd probably say out of all my family except for my adopted father, he was the only family member that I actually got along with and actually seemed to understand and actually care about me, and vice versa. When he passed away, I watched him die. He died of pancreatic cancer, and I felt nothing. This is a man that I've loved since I was born, and I felt nothing. I didn't cry, I didn't feel guilt, I didn't feel remorse, I didn't feel pity, I didn't feel any type of emotion. And that's one of my big issues with Asperger's that I have, is I don't feel the emotions that most people feel. And as you can see, I'm sitting here fidgeting, I do feel some emotions. I have gotten to that point where I can connect to some level of emotion, such as like love or lust. Those two I can feel. I've been able to kind of train myself to feel those. Anger is a really good one that I can feel. Happiness I can also feel, so I have that polar opposite. I definitely know how depression feels. I've been depressed before. But for the most part, I really can't be empathetic with other people. It's really hard. Chisai Gamer has been working with me, and so has a lot of counselors, to try to get me into that groove, and it's hard. It really is. There are days where I slip back and go back to being myself. Also, we've been watching, there's a really good show on Netflix right now called Parenthood, and I know, it's strange that I'm watching a show like that. You'd kind of figure me for like Supernatural or something like that, but Crystal Chisai Gamer, I keep saying her real name, I apologize, I hope Chisai doesn't watch this, and you said my name, which you all probably already know it by now anyway because of her videos. I think she said her name a few times in those videos. And if you follow me on my author page, which there's going to be a link in the description below, because I am trying to get a book published currently under my author name, JC Lambing. I have her name posted everywhere as well on there because she's my editor. But anyway, she got me into the show, and there's a little boy who has Asperger's, and every time I watch the show, it's just like, wow, was I really like that when I was a kid? And luckily I have low grade, I don't know what it's called exactly. I probably should have asked my counselor, like, what is it exactly called that I have? But I have like high functioning low grade Asperger's. Like, I'm right there. I barely touched the Asperger scale, I guess, is what they've told me. But I am diagnosed. I do actually have a diagnostic. I've been to 3 different counselors. One's a psychologist, one's a family therapist, and the other one is a medical, like, brain neurologist thing, and they've all diagnosed me with Asperger's. So I know for a fact I have it. When 3 out of 3 doctors all agree you have Asperger's, obviously. But anyway, it's National Autism Awareness Month. Enough about me, enough about my ranting, and I'm kind of coming out of the closet here, folks. I do have Asperger's, so now the whole world knows. But I'm trying to get you all to go support people who have autism, because it's not something that you cure. It's not a disease that you can overlook, because people have it all the time, and there are high functioning people, and then there are low functioning people. Those are the ones that everyone looks to, and they're like, oh, well, that's what autism is. But that's not right. Albert Einstein was autistic. One of the most brilliant men of our time, well, not of our time, World War II time, he had autism. Now, granted, on the flip side of that, a lot of dictators tend to have autism or sociopathic behaviors, but look at all of these people who are high functioning, quote unquote. They live in our society, they do things in our society, and they change our society. So autism's everywhere, and I want you all to be aware of this month, April. I didn't know about it until today when I went out to dinner with Cheeside Gamer at work. So if you guys, I'm gonna have a link in the description below. There's a website that I've been on. Definitely look at it. Definitely support them. If Humble Bundle's doing a thing for National Autism Awareness Month, I'm definitely going to link that in my description below. I need to do some research into that and look at that. But I'm going to be dedicating this whole month, all my videos, to the National Autism Awareness Month. Definitely going to be doing that. I'm going to see if there's some events in Herman that's going on, the town that I live in. I'm going to see if there's any events, and if they are, I'm definitely going to partake in them. Might take my camera and film, put it on YouTube to kind of push the Autistic Awareness Month. Can't even speak now, my mouth is so dry. I've actually had 10 minutes on recording time. YouTube hasn't failed me yet, so I'm doing pretty good. But yes, definitely get involved in any of your towns, cities, states that you live in. Get involved, even if it's just for one day. It does make a difference, and it does make people like me who have autism feel that you all can sit there and understand us. I mean, all my friends sit there and they put up with me, and they've put up with me for Phalor, my friend that I'm trying to get to play SimCity with me right now. He's put up with me for 22 years now. I've known him since I was 2, and he sits there and he's been by my side forever, even through all my little temper tantrums, all through my rage moments. He's always been there, and if you're watching this, Phalor, I thank you for being a good friend. Another friend of mine, Lycan Knight, he's a YouTuber. I met him while I was at Job Corps. He's been there for me for the last 4 years. He's kind of fallen off the earth, but he's working, has a girlfriend, so that's understandable. Solus, another guy that I met at YouTube at Job Corps. He's not a YouTuber, by the way, but he is a gamer. He's been there. He's still there for me. Talks to me all the time. But I've had the privilege to meet different people, and they've all stood by my side, even with all my issues and my Asperger's and all that. My wife even. I'm trying to remember the first day. It wasn't like the first date, like, oh, by the way, I have Asperger's. No, I didn't say that. I want to say it was right around the time I proposed to her. We were talking, and I was letting her know more details about me, and I told her I have Asperger's, so I might not be what you're looking for, and she said she would help me through it, and she has. She's been a great help. She's definitely pushed me forward, and she's a big reason why I want to push the National Autism Awareness Month. So like I said, all month long, all my videos are going to be dedicated to it. If I do manage to start making money from YouTube this whole month, I'm going to donate every cent of it to the National Autism Awareness Month. I believe there's actually, let me check real fast. I'm hoping this is still recording. Are you still recording? Yes, you're still recording. There's a shop, business supporters, other ways to get involved. I don't see a donate. Donation. Donate to the Autism Society. So there is a donation button on the website. So any money that I make on YouTube right now, I might even do it, jump on Twitch and start trying to get some money from Twitch. I don't know about that. I'm still kind of iffy about Twitch. I mean, they did just get hacked recently, so I'm a little iffy. But any money that I make on YouTube, which right now I haven't made any, zero, big O zero, because I only have 16 subscribers. But any money that I make this month, I'm definitely going to donate to National Autism Awareness Month. I would definitely love to donate more than just, the money that I make on YouTube. I'd love to donate my checks, but I gotta survive too. I gotta have enough money to pay bills, and we're still moving to Tulsa next year, so I still gotta have money to do that. If I can't, I'm definitely gonna donate my time. Definitely gonna start talking about this a lot more. You'll probably hear me talking about it in my videos. What else do I want to say? I think I've really said it all. Links are down in the description below. I know I'm linking Wikipedia, and it's not the best source in the world, but it's a good reference. I don't quote Wikipedia. If you all are doing a research project, I don't recommend you use Wikipedia because it's not the most reliable, but it's a good way to start your research. You learn information about something, and then you can go back that information up with other resources. But I will link what autism is for those who don't know. I'll definitely link what Asperger's is. I'll definitely link the National Autism Awareness Month down in the description below. So this is me kind of coming out of the closet with the whole Asperger's thing. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Being more open with it, I guess, makes it not as bad as I thought, but I don't know. I never really felt comfortable saying that I had Asperger's because I look around and I see, I was in special ed classes growing up, but not because of the Asperger's, because I have an anger issue. I don't deny that. I have a very bad temper. Never once have I taken my temper out on an individual. I take my temper out on inanimate objects. Note the reason why I run out of laptops. I have a tendency of hitting them and throwing them against the wall. Or controllers. I have a bad time with throwing controllers. I definitely broke one of my TVs growing up. I remember that. I threw my PlayStation 2 controller back when it had a cord. I threw it and went through the TV. But I was in special ed for anger issues, and I saw how people who had actual disabilities, I'm trying to think of her name. I don't want to say her name, but I can't remember what she had, but I want to say she was autistic. I don't think she was, though. But the way they looked at her and the way they treated her, I didn't want that. I'd just rather be the outcast that everyone thinks is weird instead of having all these people try to cater to me. And I guess that's part of the high-functioning autistic side that I had, because I didn't want that. I don't want people to be like, oh, well, it's okay, you're autistic, or oh, you have Asperger's, it's okay. No, I don't want that. I want to be just like everybody else. In all honesty, I just want everyone to look at me and treat me like I'm everyone else. But now everyone knows I've come out of the closet. I have Asperger's, and I am supporting 120% National Autism Awareness Month. I'll probably do a few more vlogs here and there about this month. Probably have one where I talk about random things. I don't know. But there you guys have it. I have Asperger's. Click the links down below. Definitely support National Autism Awareness Month. Go out, do something. Help someone that you know who has autism. If you know somebody who has autism, let them know that, they're not alone. There's a lot of people out there that have autism. Autism's a wide range of things. It's not just one specific thing, because autism, Asperger's, it's like a funnel effect. They have thousands of different, it's a spectrum, and I guess the spectrum is like every color of the rainbow. I don't know. I'm going to do a lot more research into the whole National Autism Awareness Month and what all that is. I've done a lot of research into Asperger's, obviously, that way I can kind of overlook it and try to overcome it. In all honesty, I probably really haven't. But click the links down below, educate yourself, help others, and definitely support this month. And I'm about to Woo! I'm about to sneeze again. I apologize. And I also apologize for the 20-minute video. Okay, I'm gonna end this video before I die. Be the first YouTuber to die during a vlog because I'm sneezing to death. Oh, somebody opened the door and pollen. Anyway, please support this month. Donate any money, any of your time that you can. Every cent counts. I'm going to look into Humble Bundle as soon as I get off here and see if they're doing something for National Autism Month. I'm hoping they are, because then I can help boost their donations. Might do a Twitch where I try to do a charity for National Autism Awareness Month. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys informed. I'm going to start being more active on Facebook, especially with this month. So, anyway, as always, YouTube Comrades, rock on.